Hello there, Billy. Nice of you to drop in, thank you. Right, I've done something a bit silly in a way. So with this wedding coming up, I've decided to do a little painting for everyone that's attending. So I've got to do 30 of them. So basically at this point I'm just going to try and go through and just give them a kind of background, a toned background that I can paint on top of. So there we are. This is going to be a mission. So I've stopped doing everything else. So every day I'll probably be working on this. Needless to say, I was slightly drunk when I decided to do this, but the ball has been set into motion, so now I'm doing it. Yeah, it could be a challenge, shall we say. So I've got, well, how long have I got? I've got just over a month, so it should be okay. No, indeed. I do these stupid things. I'm kind of enjoying it though. It's a challenge, but I've also got my 100 painting challenge to do, which is now firmly on the back burner. But yeah, I quite like the challenge of it. So I've asked like the parents of the children that are attending what the children like, what they're interested in. So I'm going to be doing ones for the children as well. For everyone else, I'm thinking of perhaps doing like movie scenes from movies that people like, perhaps. So, but before that, I just like knocking down I don't like looking at a white canvas when I start, so just doing a few different coloured backgrounds, basically. How are you doing, Billy? I saw 2 of your videos this morning while I was having my breakfast. The Ian Miller stuff. You've probably seen that. I commented. Yeah, I've encountered his work, but I never knew about him, didn't know his name or anything. The Lord of the Rings stuff, I think I must have seen him as well. Some of those images were familiar that you showed. That'll do. Right, it's hard to see the camera. It's fucking awful, actually. You can't see the various colours. Right, let's see if I can alter this. Yeah, I'm stuck with this awful camera, but let's try the saturation. No. It's probably as good as I can get the bastard. Here we go. It's a bit closer to it. Kind of purples and blues, but nothing fancy. These are all, what was it, 7 by 5 inch canvases, quite small, but they'll probably still take me a while to do. There we are, that's that one done. That's the second one I've done. Just decided to live stream the bugger, just because I think it will be quite relaxing, hopefully. Yeah, fuck. Right. Apart from my swearing, of course. That'll do, that'll do. Down you go. Right. Next one. Probably stick with similar colours, but then introduce other ones. How about that? I've got the same old situation. I've got my phone down there to read comments and they're not all coming up. Not bad, thanks. Yeah, I've been battling with the lighting for the videos, but I think I've got my setup sorted now. Yeah, I think it looks really good, Billy. That camera certainly gets the colours popping and the detail. It's really nice. especially with the black and white stuff. It's harder than it looks, isn't it, getting a camera set up nicely. I've never got it, but I don't know. With the cameras I use, they're pretty cheap they're cheapy buggers. So there's a limit to what you can achieve with them. But yeah, occasionally it works. I'm using a fair bit of linseed oil here just so it goes on better. I pop a little bit of red in this one, see how I feel. Just got to be careful not to start mud mixing. Can easily become a mud mixing exercise. Get a bit of red in there. Maybe turn it down a little bit. Let's do a little. Problem is this red is it's a little bit on the transparent side. Going to be mud mixing going on if I don't watch it, but it doesn't matter. Let's get a bit of blue up there. It's a real rabbit hole. Got a new appreciation for photographers. Yeah, agreed. I mean, as well as that, on top of that, you've got the problems of sound, haven't you? I mean, I've probably butchered that today as well. But I've got different setups for different things that I do. So when I'm gaming, they need to be lower, depending on the game. Each one's different. Yes, it's all over the place, really. And the microphone I use is a directional one, really. So you need to really be talking into it like this. But I very rarely do. Yeah, there's mud mixing potential with these colours, but let's get a bit more blue in there. The sound on yours is good though, you've got that sorted. I started off using the inbuilt microphone on these webcams and it was shambolic to say the least, because it picks up on, when you have like internal microphones, they pick up on other shit. So I was getting loads of weird things going on. Okay. Just need to very carefully pick which guests wouldn't mind a great big penis as a painting. Gotta be careful when you sling those things around. No, I don't think I'll be doing that though. It's gonna be films, I think. That's what I'm thinking. Right, let's get more red in there. Darken it down a little bit. It is fun painting when you've got no kind of ideas in mind, just let it pop out. That's the only way I work these days. Yeah, don't get me started on the mic. Had no idea that was going to be as complicated as it was. Yeah, it's a fucker. Enjoying a Let's Play of Silent Hill. Cheers, Billy. Yeah, it's quite a disturbing game, I must admit. Playing it alone, late at night, it does gives you the heebie-jeebies after a while. it helps in a way that I know no one's with me at the time, but because I'm talking to the people that might be viewing it, it feels slightly better. Did you ever play that game? Because I got to the point where I just preferred watching other people play games, so I would just watch my brothers. That was before my wrist went south. But so I've got to be careful what games I play these days. My channel, that is. So people suggest games for me and I'm like, fucking hell, it's going to kill my wrist, but I'm going to have to let everyone know at some point that they're dealing with a special case. Okay, I quite like this. It's like a cloud in the sun's hitting this cloud, perhaps. A little bit there. I've got to be careful not to tit around too much with these because I'll be here until I'll still be painting them on the wedding day. Got our wedding, what is it? Wedding bands on the weekend. That was quite nice. Because I was thinking of getting it online, but then I quite like having a memory associated with purchases that mean something. It's not quite the same when it arrives in the post from Amazon, for example. But yeah, at the end, the jeweller was getting out all manner of rings for me, and in the end, it was a choice between one that was £550 and one that was £40. I think you can probably guess which one I went for. But to be honest, there was fuck all difference between them, considering the price difference. I know one's probably made of something fancy. What was it? It wasn't platinum, but it was something juicy. Yeah, so I went with titanium. And I thought, if I ever get stuck in a hydraulic press and my hand is about to be squashed, perhaps the ring will save my life. I didn't, well, save my hand. I didn't tell the jeweller that, but probably would have appreciated that way of thinking. Maybe. Been watching too much Terminator. Okay, that'll do. Nothing too it makes me want to just keep fucking around with it, but I know that I'll end up shagging it up. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Fuck it. Done. 27 left to go. Well, saying that, I bet I've had to order more canvases. I've only got 11 to play with at the moment. And the trouble with these canvas boards is that you've got to do the sides ideally. I don't have to, but it's better. That'll do, that'll do. Just got to do a bit of side on this. Too big. Right, I'm going to put it on a drying doodad. Yes, you've got to think of these things, Billy. I think I played it when I would have been quite young. You're getting married locally. Yes. Bear with me one sec. Yes, it's going to be at the Hotel du Vin. Just in a hotel way we're doing it. We're not religious or anything. So yeah, and it's also thinking about people. A lot of people live in the area, so it's easier to stick around here, really. Well, what am I doing here? Let's do another one. This time, I haven't put it on the doodad yet. Why the hell am I painting clouds? I've got to be careful here. I don't want it to be too representational, because they are going to just be backgrounds. Something I've never been able to paint is clouds. Well, not to my satisfaction anyway. So whenever I start dabbling, I end up trying to do a cloud. I don't know why. Right, next. Yeah, I've stayed there. It used to be a hospital. Yes, I heard that. Wasn't it something like after the war or something? I think it was turned into a hospital, or during the war perhaps. I don't know. But it does have that appearance. Tell you what, I'm gonna add a little bit of yellow. See if we can bring this up to a teal. Don't mind a bit of teal going on. It's not really teal, but fuck it. Yeah, it seems quite a nice looking place. I mean, it was something. It was money at the end of the day that we wouldn't have minded something like out in a field or something. I wanted a maypole, for example, but it turned out that hiring the use of a field for a couple of days was just as the same amount as going to a hotel and having everything done for you. So it's a bit of a no-brainer, really. The trouble is with this yellow, it's going to make everything take ages to dry. Risk of turning grey at this point. Too much. I don't know why I'm getting there's no comments coming up on my one. Isn't that weird? YouTube, eh? Always a bit of a tit. Let's get a bit more purple in here, why not? I've got this new linseed oil in it. It's really nice. It makes the paint glide like really nicely. I think I was persevering with an old bottle that was like 15 years old, and it would turn to syrup more or less, and so it wasn't really making the paint glide as it should. Something I always overlook is the consistency of the paint. It alters what you can do. Yeah, I'm still learning all the time about what I can do or what you can do with the medium. That's what I'm enjoying about this. The potential for this challenge is that it's going to put me out of my comfort zone, and I'll be forced to paint very, very quickly, and not get too bogged down in detail. I probably will though. So we're just looking for just a background colour really, and then I'll slap something else on. So I was thinking of doing like scenes from like Back to the Future and Total Recall, a bit of Nicolas Cage perhaps, all kinds of stuff, whether they want it or not. Yeah, so I'm asking the children what they want, but other than that, it's going to be whatever they get, basically. With some exceptions. I've got ideas for the people I know well, but half the family I don't know, so they're all getting penises. Imagine that. Right, if you'll all open your envelopes, you'll find a personalised painting you can hang on your wall. What a great big cock. I'd bloody love getting that, but here we are. That's me. Okay, there we go, done. I'm not even blending this out or anything, just putting it on rough. Once I get blending, I'll blend till the cows come home. No one wants to see that. I don't even want to do it. I used to be obsessed with blending. I'll talk about that in a moment. A really interesting topic. My predilection for blending. Movie scenes is good. Coming up with 30 unique ideas might have been a bit much. A bit too much, yeah. I know. The thing is, last night I was lying in bed and I started, because I always think about paintings or ideas for paintings. My God, it was like a flick book of ideas that were going through my head, and I couldn't sleep because I was thinking, this is too big to think about in that way. So now I've just switched off, and now I'm just doing the basics, and then hopefully the ideas or the film scenes will determine what I do. I attempted blending when miniature painting with acrylics, but never got very good at it. I guess the longer working time you have with oils helps. It absolutely does. That's why I chose oils back in the day, because as you say, they stay wet all day. Most of the pigments will, and you can work with them. You need time really, although the more you practice the better you get, for sure, and the quicker you can do it. But I used to, so I started out with, years and years ago, I worked with just coloured pencils, and I was never happy with blending. I could never get a really nice blend, a gradation of one colour to another. It's very difficult in pencils. Then I started using pastels, colour pastels, and I could do it a lot better with that. But it always pissed me off that when you then sealed it afterwards with fixative or whatever, you would lose that wonderful effect that you achieve. It hardened it. didn't like it. So then the good thing about painting, oil paints especially, is that what you see when it's wet is more or less what you get when it dries. So that was wonderful. And it doesn't matter if you touch it, even once it's dry, it's there. Drawings, charcoal, all that, they're all fallible to wandering fingers. Mine do have a tendency to wander. Right, let's pop another colour on, because I'm getting a bit bored of that one. Let's get a bloody great big brush out and see what happens. This needs cleaning. Bit of solvent on it. Oh my god. This had loads of brown paint in it. I don't know if I'll use that. Probably will. I'm surprised that hasn't dried rock hard. Again, that is the magical effect of using baby oil to condition your brushes. Got to be careful here. See, look, I've got my vape here. I've got toxic solvent next to it. You do not want to inhale solvent. No, sir. It's a great way of ending up in hospital. Right, what colour shall we go for? Right, I'll go berserk with a bit of red. Or rather, kind of pink. Yeah, getting some of that brown coming out. This brush is actually shagged. I think it has been damaged, but for this it's okay. That brown coming out, naughty brown. Yeah, I'll have to bin this brush. Bit of yellow ochre in there. See what happens. Let's warm it up a bit. This brush may have to go in the bin. I like it. It's a shame, it's quite a nice big one. Let's put it there for now. Let's get all red out again. Yeah, these are better. Need some more linseed in there. Can't smell any solvent on it. Probably safe. In there. Nice. Kind of peachy colour coming in. Probably using too much paint. Got a line that's going across the, I think that's an aberration from the canvas itself, the way it's been bonded to the board, which is a bit of a tit. Hopefully you won't notice once the painting's finished. Could you work with oils using very small brushes? I guess you'd have to reduce the consistency of the paint. Yeah, you can for certain. Yeah, I use quite small brushes occasionally. I don't show it on here because it wouldn't be fun to watch, but I don't tend to alter the consistency too much, but it is easier to handle if you add some kind of if you water it down a bit. A bit of linseed oil. I only use linseed oil, sometimes solvent, but you can't, it's not advisable to thin the paint on successive layers, because you get the under layers will start drinking the linseed oil that from below it just, and you can get cracking and all kinds of shit. So linseed oil all the way. But other people there's various mediums you can use, but I've never bothered to research it, so I just go with what I know. I wonder why people don't use the more rudimentary painting. What, small brushes or oil paints? Now, I'm tempted to put a streak of another colour in there, but it will get muddy if I don't watch it. It's probably the drying times, I suppose. Yeah, I don't know about that. Or maybe it doesn't bond as well. It should do. I mean, because you prime them first, don't you? There's no reason why it shouldn't be used, I suppose. But I guess because it's so small, you don't need the properties so much of it being a long drying type of paint. I guess you want to, because you do a fair amount of layering, don't you, with those miniatures? Because else you'd have to do a little bit, put it on a shelf for a few days, then pick it up again. And it's okay with a painting, but it might drive you a bit crazy otherwise. Although if you're painting an army of the devils, it might be alright. But the consistency of acrylic, the modern stuff, it's very much like oil, the way it goes on. Oh, you tit. So, yeah. I'd probably use acrylics if I was doing anything smaller, personally. The drying times they do my head in occasionally. Okay, that is very uninspiring, that one. But it's just a background. I don't know if you can see in this light. There is a line that goes across it, which I don't like. Right, let's change colour. I think I've had enough of blues and reds. Getting paint picked up from here. On you go. Right, what should I do now? First of all, this one's going to be in the bin now. I've made a decision, it's gone. It's going to go in the bin. Right, what other paintbrushes have I got here? I'll use this one, I think. Whew. I'm doing blue again. Oh dear. Trying to think what. Might make this into a sky. So I'll just get my big one out. Push that paint in. Push it in. I do like the texture of canvas. It's sexual. No, it's got. I like the feedback it gives you. It gives you something to play with. Just very basic cloud shapes. Very basic. too bad. Just seeing the tops of those clouds are just hitting the light from wherever it's coming. Lovely. Now let's go down into the dark foreground. Yeah, so one of my, it's not a niece as such, it's a cousin, once removed perhaps. She likes Harry Potter, so I'm thinking this could be a background, and then I'll paint her in a cloak or something. Maybe. If they've got these ideas, they rarely come to fruition. Down to blue and a bit of purple in there. Yeah. Ooh. Look at that. Oh, that's nice. That's worth picture. It's almost worth living for, that colour. Oh, lovely. I like it. I'm sorry, you said that's a nice idea. I can't remember what it was about, sorry. Just I'm on another plane of existence at the moment. We've got to complete one painting a day, more or less, between now and the wedding. That is correct, Billy. And not every day will be a painting day, so some days I'm going to have to try and get a couple boshed out. I should have done this. I had this idea a long time ago, and then I put it out of my head because I probably saw the futility of it, and then we were looking at the kind of things you would give us, I guess that's a tradition, I don't know, party favours, something on the table kind of thing, and I just thought, well, it'd be nice just to have some paintings, but the idea sounds good, but the practice, putting it into reality is a different matter. Okay, I don't mind that. Don't mind it. I'd have to put Hogwarts in here somewhere though, wouldn't I? Fuck that. I need a little bit of light down here. Just a little bit. Maybe not. It's just that these two are butting up against each other a bit. Doing most of this with one brush. I would normally move between different brushes, but can't be asked. Yeah, so I'll probably pop on here now and then to do some of this, maybe. I may have to. I'll see how it goes. See, something I discovered not that long ago was that you don't really need to clean your brushes that much, because most colours, unless you're doing the really light ones, will quite easily be subsumed by the next colour largely. Got to be careful though, you don't want to make it muddy, but cleaning brushes is the devil's work. Let's get a bit more cloud from there. What am I doing here? Let's get some nice dark. What did I say about earlier? I always revert to clouds. That's what I'm doing here. Damn it. But this might work for the little girl who's going to get it, hopefully. That'll do. That'll do. It looks a little bit better than it does on the screen. Maybe. I've got purple there now, shit. Fuck. These edges are a pain in the tit. That'll do, that'll do. Right, that's 6 done. Next. Oh, sorry, I've been missing some here. Yeah, I remember Bob Ross not spending too much time cleaning the brush between colours. No, true. Although he did beat the devil out of it on various occasions. But yeah, same kind of concept really. Don't have to worry too much. It'd only be if you're using really transparent colours that are easily muddied, yellows and whatnot. Oh, it's hello, Rich. Hello there. Wow, that looks cool. I thought it was a normal A3 size or something. Then I saw your massive hands. My hands have grown since the last time we met. Ah, yeah, I'm just doing these little ones at the moment, Rich. So, as I was saying to Billy earlier, got our wedding coming up next month, and I had the harebrained idea of doing a painting for all the guests, one each. Well, one per couple, and then one each for the whatever children might be there. So that's what I'm doing. So all other activities have ceased, including general day-to-day living. But I'm just popping in some backgrounds, really, just some base colours so I can go over the top with some like movie themed, like stills from movies perhaps, I'm not sure. And of course some great big knobs. Got a lot of people hoping for big knobs, I think, so I don't want to disappoint anyone. Right, let's get another colour popping out of here. I've only got a small palette unfortunately, so it makes it tricky to mix new colours. Let's park this blue. to one side because I'm sure I'll return to it at some point. Lovely. I only ever use phthalo blue, but then you can do a lot with phthalo blue if you mix it with other stuff. Tell you what, I fancy a bit of green. I've got green in the tube, I might use that. However, this tube of paint, the top came off years ago and it's gone solid. I think I'll leave that. Got one here. Viridian Hue. Let's get a bit of that out. See what it looks like. Let's get a sizable dollop out. Right. What brush shall I use? This one's a bit small, but it might do. I like Zima blue. Oh, what's that? Sounds nice. I love the names of colours, or the names they give to different colours. Let's get this down. It's rather nice. Let's get a bit more white in here. This colour is very transparent, so I've had to use white to make it visible. This is another thing I'm still yet to get to grips with, but different paints have different levels of opacity depending on the size of the pigment particles. It's like a bloody, it's like you need to know a fair bit of chemistry, I think, before you start attempting painting. Which can make it quite a hard thing to get into when things aren't going the way you want them to. You can see why so many people prefer working digitally, because you haven't got any of that nonsense to contend with. Green is serene. I think we need to pop another colour in here. It's boring me somewhat. Tell you what I'll do. I'll get the lion's share down and then I'll swipe some colour across the top. Just for shits and giggles. Oh, this linseed oil is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, gotta go run some errands. Good luck with the paintings. Cheers, Billy. I popped you an email last night regarding Etsy. Right. Okay, cheers. Said I would in your last live stream. Yes, thanks very much. Oh, that would be great. Yeah, after we had a chat online, I had a look at it again and then immediately turned the computer off. So I will I'll see what you've got to say for it, and yeah, cheers, mate. Yeah, thanks very much. Enjoy the rest of your day, and thanks for popping in. Yeah, I won't be on here too long because I've got to go to work again. Tell you what, let's throw a bit of purple into the mix, see what happens. Hello, Vicar, I think we should probably say at this point. Not sure. Well, done it now, let's carry on with it. We're heading to Mud Town here. Tell you what, don't mind it, but just turn it on its side. Might move it that way a bit. Don't want it to be too representational. Ooh, crikey, what are you doing there, mate? Too much. This doesn't look the same on the screen as it does in person. But both versions look shit. Just going for some kind of almost a pattern, I suppose. Some underlying structure. Jumping around, he is. Really jumping around. That'll do. It'll do. It'll do. Not going to win any awards. Shit is painting. Anyway, moving on. I'm baking in here. First person to say a colour, I'll paint it. Let me know. What should we go for next? I have to think about this. Red out again. Gently, Bentley. Not sure about this one, but fuck it, it's done. Just backgrounds. Right. Two left. Right, I've just had a vision for a colour combination. See what happens. Right. Yep. Righty-ho, here we go. Gonna go for a very light green here. Green and pink, that's what I'm going for. I'm going to smash them together. Follow your heart. Follow your heart, my loves. It's the only way. This to be predominantly green though. Oh, it's lovely. How will the pink marry there? That's the question. Right. I'm going to get some mixing going on here. Obviously, that's okay. This is quite a transparent color, I think. Like it there, I do. Yes, 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 yes. Ooh. It's okay, it's okay. This kind of thing can go tits up very quickly. So far, okay. Those two there. Oh. Don't know about this. it all together a bit better. There's too much of this blue. Let's bring it back, maybe. Let's bring it back. Too representational. Get some of this. Don't mind this, I don't mind it. That'll do. Whew. Last one, my loves, last one. I tell you what, use the rest of that colour. A bit of green. Yes, 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 yes. Plonk it on. Get a bit of green in there. G'day, Uncle Jimmy. Hello there, Pop Boykin. Hello there. Sorry, Pip Boykin. Called you Pop. How's it going, sir? Just having a frantic painting session. Yeah, I'm doing 30 paintings in a month because for our getting married in October, so I had this crazy idea to do a painting for everyone. Naughty, and I am regretting it. So I'm just popping in backgrounds at the moment, just background colours, and then I will do something over the top, perhaps. The more I'm doing this, the more I'm thinking maybe this will be enough. No, I'll see how it goes. See how it goes. Some white in here. This, bit of this, bit of that. Beautiful.
You bastard.
Nothing like inhaling some low odor solvent to get your tits well and truly together. It's like Northern Lights, this. Or Northern Shites. Just backgrounds, just backgrounds. Let's get a bit in there. Tying this together a bit better. Not quite. What are you trying to do? Yeah? Do you need something?
Oh no, it's just...
Yeah, it's alright. I've almost finished. Okay, I think I'll call that a day there. Bloody paint everywhere. Okay, thank you, my loves, for watching, if you have been, and see you soon. Cheers.